But yeah, it should be pretty cool to get all of those bits and pieces. So, right, on to the next thing we were going to talk about, which is Mickey and Minnie. We've had a little bit more information come through on Mickey and Minnie this week. I'm just going to bring up there. So they've put out a sneak peek on the Toy Box TV. I'm just going to bring up some images there. And there's been lots of like a contest going on between some of the mum bloggers that we saw. And there've been loads of pictures coming out on Twitter. And they announced the competition winners yesterday. But looking at Mickey and Minnie in person, and there's also a couple of screenshots here of them rendered. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm looking at these pictures of these things, and they look so over-generated. Like that, you couldn't do this in the toy box. You know, the actions they're doing, sitting on the sofa watching TV.
Yeah, I don't think those are meant to be showing you toy box gameplay.
No, it just there's that kind of
like pictures. That's it.
Yeah, sometimes I think with these kind of pictures, they can be a little bit misleading. That you could do this in the game. I don't know. I'm just looking at that thinking it just looks way too generated.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I do like what they're trying to simulate. Like, that's Carl and Ellie's chair. I mean, I get it. It's all just displaying you these figures. But other than that, I mean. I wish we got gameplay.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be too on there. I love the fact that they've been very open about Mickey and Minnie right off the get-go. They've been very pushing these guys very hard. Pretty much, with the pictures coming in from Disney, the fact that the first Toy Box TV, they featured them both. They're heavily featured in the background on the Toy Box TV Live. Just in general, I think it's been a very strong idea that they wanted to push the fact that Mickey and Minnie are part of Disney Infinity 3.0 right from the word go. No kind of Disney's coming later, straight off. And I think that's been a very deliberate move.
No, yeah, this has all been carefully planned, I think, and I feel like it's something that was learned from 2.0.
Because you've got to admit, they have not been, there doesn't seem to have been that same backlash.
Oh no, everybody's really happy at this point. I mean, obviously there was a lot of backlash from the whole delay. It felt like people were getting antsy or impatient for it. But once we got all the info, I mean, not only did we get the info, we got like 10 times more than we expected. And no, it's great. I mean, I think going the route with Game Informer was the best choice because it's just been constant, nonstop information about almost everything. I mean, they haven't. I remember around this time for 2.0, we didn't know anything about Disney at this point. I think.
We were just getting ready for that Maleficent event, weren't we?
Yeah, we were getting. I think starting early-ish June. That's when the whole Maleficent, and that was the first two revealed, which was Maleficent and Merida. And then we went straight to E3 with Spider-Man. So I mean,
No, I think it's definitely been a lot more content coming out from them, and I think they very much come out the bat swinging with as much information as possible. I think there is that thing that they've got to convince a lot of people that it's still a game to keep playing, a game to get involved in. There's a lot of competition this year. Skylanders haven't put their sort of toe out yet. But Lego, they've put out they've put out now what Doctor Who, Scooby-Doo, Jurassic World. That's all been announced this last week as well, sort of unofficially through them. Yeah. Well, it's kind of become. I think it's. Oh, and there was also a Skylanders leak as well this week of a picture of a figure. So they're all it's happening to every game. I think.
You know what though? Like I tried to see it from a very neutral standpoint to see. Obviously, I can't really judge Skylanders just yet, but I was more excited out of obviously Amiibo and Lego. Obviously, Lego stole the show for me. But once Infinity launched, I there's just no. the excitement that I had for Lego kind of just went down big time. Like I'm so focused on wanting to stick to Infinity that I'm like, yeah, if I try it, it'll probably be at an extreme discount because I mean, just the price point alone, I mean, it's almost twice as much. I mean, for you guys in the UK, I'm sure it's way more than twice as much.
Yeah, I mean, literally at the minute, I can place a pre-order now for the Disney Infinity 3.0, just the disc alone, just the software disc, £25. Or I can get the disc with the Twilight playset for about £35 on pre-order now. For the Lego, it's £100, which is nearly, it's, you know,
it's more than twice, it's 3 times.
It's 3 times the price for me to get Lego as it is for me to order Disney Infinity 3.0. I know US, because I think it's like the starter pack for Lego is $150 in here at the minute for us.
Yeah,
so if you do that, I'm looking at Infinity going, they are just coming in just woo. I mean, just to be able to buy that software disc pack is I'm really surprised if they haven't gone that they haven't announced anything yet for North America for this. And I don't know if they are or if they're just going to be pushing the digital. But that disc has made a major difference on that price structure.
You know what, Roger? I think they will, and honestly, you can tell that they're going a lot smarter this route. I mean, it's like I think you mentioned this in one of our podcasts. Like, you know, they can no longer claim that they're the new kid on the block. They can't make mistakes anymore. And I mean, look, we only have 1 starter pack this time instead of 2, which is a great plus already. We have no more blind bags for discs, which is again another plus. Then you have these toy box game discs that were, you know, people were 50-50. Now you have these like development made, perfect, great. It's not just toy box built. And then the possibility, well, first of all, your price point drops for your starter, but the possibility of us getting just a software disc. I mean, even if it is only in the UK, that's still such an improvement, regardless of the fact.
So, yeah, I mean, to me, it's a very sound strategy of having a game out because it's cost at the end of the day. I know if you're a parent and you're looking, oh God, I got to buy another starter pack for £50-60. But if you saw a software disc for £25, £30, and that's pre-order price, you know, give it Christmas time. Those discs are going to be £15-20 in the supermarkets to get people into the game, and you can already use your characters. You're taking away that whole buying 2-3 figures that they don't necessarily want. You know, if you're just a Disney fan, you can go in, pick up 3.0, pick up the Inside Out playset and walk out. You know, you don't need to have a starter pack.
That's right.
And if you've already got the game, and that I understand, I think with like because Xbox One and PS4 came out, it was the first time on those consoles. They kind of needed to get like they said, they needed to get those pads out. But now I don't know. I think. Looking at how it's looking on the retailers in the UK at the minute with all the pre-orders, the price points are just plummeting down, and they're in a different category completely to like, I think, you know, and if Skylanders are coming out with another one at £50-60 for some figures, Infinity is looking the cheapest option because it's being broken down. You might be spending more in the long run, but generally that's initial price point is a lot lower.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's a better route. It's definitely a better route to go.
The only thing that's bugging me at the minute with this, so they're saying like go digital. Well, if I could pre-order now the digital version with the play set piece for the same price I could buy the software bundle, I would do it right now. But I'm not willing to buy the digital version at full retail price and not get that play set at the discounted price, which will cost me, I am suspecting, more than the starter pack. You can almost guarantee that's what's going to be the problem.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I still think it's too early to make final justification. I mean, I still think it's too early for Lego to. I mean, they haven't clarified with the UK that it's going to be lower, but I think it's too early in the game to actually make final judgment on any of these, especially for Infinity though. It's always been a no-brainer for me just to get the physical disc, regardless of the fact. I mean, you know, what if you have to replace systems? I mean, they always said you can always change your hardware or connect it to your ID, but I'd rather have the disc.
Yeah, I think that's still the age-old argument with video games at the minute, with digital versus physical. And we were having a discussion on the Facebook group this week. about in general. You know, like for example, Battlefront is a perfect thing. Of PlayStation Store, £55 for the pre-order for it, or I could pre-order the physical one for £45. It's, you know, to me, it's like, well, I don't. I'm getting something I can trade and sell if I didn't like the game or don't want to get rid of it. I've got something physical in my hand, and it's £10 cheaper. Doesn't yet. The digital version is more expensive.